There we go. Immediately. This feels like a good fish. Oh yeah, this is a good fish. What's up guys, PK Outdoors here, and today we are pitting the Panther Martin inline spinner against the Ozark Trail inline spinner. The Ozark Trail ran me about 96 cents and the Panther Martin ran me about $4 or $5 from Walmart. So as we get down to the water here, which is very precarious, allow me to explain the rules of this little inline spinner showdown. So each lure, I'm going to fish it for approximately 30 minutes. I'm going to start a timer, and then the other lure for 30 minutes after the first one. So in this case, Panther Martin first and then Ozark Trail. And then after the 30 minutes are up, we see what kind of fish we catch. As far as the scoring goes, the most fish will win. And then if there's a tie for most fish, then we will move over to the largest fish. First lure of the day, we have this black and yellow Panther Martin. I've been told by a lot of you guys down in the comments from my last inline spinner showdown that this Panther Martin is one of the best inline spinners on the market. So we're gonna give that a test. And 3, 2, 1, timer started. Let's get fishing. So first impressions, it casts relatively well. It is a little bit heavier than some other spinners that I fished. So I'm gonna first cast upstream, bring it towards me, and then try to get those blades spinning. Hopefully y'all can see it in the water right there. It's spinning rather well. For those of you wondering, the rod I'm using today is the Quantum Extra Light. It is a 5-foot ultralight rod, and I paired that with a Bass Pro Shops Microlight spinning reel. I believe this is a 1000 series. I can tell that the blades are spinning very well. We should be creating a lot of vibration and commotion in the water. Felt like we had a little bite there. Not entirely sure. Oh, there we go. First fish. Fish on. First fish in the net. Looks like a beautiful little red breast sunfish. Wow, look at the colors on that guy. That is beautiful. Okay, there y'all have it. Very first fish for the Panther Martin. Let's get this guy back in the water and see if we can get another one. Oh, had a good bite right there. Had a very solid bite. Seems like this is the proper area. Oh, there we go. Right here at my feet. Bam, another beautiful red breast sunfish. Ooh, that guy absolutely gobbled that hook. There we go, y'all. Fish number 2 for the Panther Martin. Hopefully y'all can see the nice colors on that guy. Let's get him back in the water and try to get another fish with this PM. Okay, y'all, we are about halfway in. We have 2 fish for the old Panther Martin. We did have a pretty big bite. earlier, but we're just slow rolling this thing across the passage. Looks like another redbreast just swiped at it big time. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Keep my rod tip a little low, and there we go, fish on. Fish on. Number 3 for the old Panther Martin. And it looks like we have a very smallmouth bass. Let me unhook myself from my net and give you guys a look at this smallmouth bass. That is probably one of the smallest smallmouth bass I've ever seen, but it is a fish that counts towards the old Panther Martin nonetheless. I'm gonna try to replicate that exact cast and kind of just super slow roll it back up towards me. I think something's swiping at it again, but it's just not committing. I'm gonna cast a little opposite of me and bring it across my body. Nothing. Okay, we are about 8 minutes left for the Panther Martin. It has secured 3 fish. Let's try to make it a 4th on this cast. I'm gonna try to aim right at this overhanging tree. Yeah, right about there, and then just slow roll it back towards me. Kind of change depths as I go. And I'll just burn it. Okay. Let's try down here towards some of this deeper water. Someone just ate surface to my left. Try to pick that up, whatever it was. See, that's the thing. These people that come out, have earbuds in, have their AirPods in, they wouldn't have heard that bite off topwater. So they wouldn't know to cast over here. And who knows, that may cost them a fish. I just can't see how that smallmouth was the only thing sitting over here in this corner. There we go, another fish. Oh, just came off. Ooh, 1 fish missed for the Panther Martin. Interesting. It did not look very big, so that it just may have not gotten the hooks on it, but looked like a little smallmouth bass. Unfortunate for the Panther Martin. It does have rather large hooks on it, and that was a very tiny fish, so I'm not too surprised. I had something chasing again. Seems like a lot of fish chase this, but just don't commit to it. Not sure. Go back over to the deep here. Is that a fish? Oh, it was a fish. That was my fault. I won't fault that to the PM. I didn't really set the hook very well. I will take responsibility for that miss. If y'all can hear that, it's a lovely BMW with their very classy drivers and lack of exhaust. About 20 seconds on the old Panther Martin here. Ooh. And we have a fish. Wow. What a buzzer beater, and he just came off for the Panther Martin. What a good performance. I think this is fish number 4 or 5 for the Panther Martin. And there goes the BMW again. Yep, there he goes. Make the exhaust pop. Lovely. Anyway, another smallmouth bass for the Panther Martin. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to the old Ozark Trail and see how we do with that bad boy. Off you go, buddy. Okay, y'all, now we have the old Ozark Trail inline spinner tied on. If you're wondering what knot I use, I just tie a standard little Palomar knot. And let's see how this bad boy fares against the old Panther Martin. So I'm gonna restart my stopwatch in 3, 2, 1. There we go, 30 minutes on the clock for the Ozark Trail inline spinner. Like I said, this thing cost me about 96 cents, so 4 times cheaper than the Panther Martin. And we got a fish on the first cast. Looks like a little smallmouth bass. Fish on the first cast for the old Ozark Trail. There we are, fish number 1 for the Ozark Trail inline spinner. I believe that is the biggest smallmouth we got of the day, and that took, what, about 30 seconds? So it's not looking too good for the old Panther Martin. Now this Ozark Trail one is a little lighter, so it may move a little more in the water. But it is also dressed, so it has that little black feathery type business going on, so that may entice the fish to commit a little more, which the Panther Martin was lacking a little bit in fish commitment, kind of like my ex-girlfriend. But that's besides the point. And there we go, another fish. Just gonna get this guy out of this current. And boom, second, well, actually that might be the largest smallmouth bass of the day. It is not looking good for the Panther Martin. These fish seem to prefer the old 96-cent Ozark Trail over the nearly $5 Panther Martin. There we go, we got the hook out of that guy. That's fish number 2 for the Ozark Trail, and we are only 3 minutes in. And I did hear another fish jump behind me on the surface. So we're gonna see if we can't yoink that guy. I can say the Ozark Trail does not feel like it has as much vibration going on as the Panther Martin, but it doesn't seem to matter because that's another fish on. And boom, there we go, biggest fish of the day. That is a rock bass. You can tell from its bright red eyeball, which I will show you all in a second here. He's got himself stuck. Hopefully y'all can see his bright red eye right there. That is a rock bass, largest fish of the day, I would say. And that's fish number 3 and the largest for the Ozark Trail. It's really not looking good for the Panther Martin because we are only 5 minutes in exactly. And it really is not looking good for the Panther Martin. And granted, this is different water, but same waterway, same flow. I'm fishing it nearly the same way. So I'm not sure if the fish just like silver better than gold, but I've heard a lot of claims that people love Panther Martins. But right now it's looking really good for the Ozark Trail. And there we go, fish number 4. fish number 4 on the Ozark Trail 96-cent inline spinner. And that did not take very long at all to dethrone the Panther Martin. There we go, another beautiful red breast sunfish. We are only 6 minutes in. We're averaging nearly a fish a minute, which is insane. But this 96-cent Ozark Trail spinner is putting in the work. There we go. Fish number 5, Ozark Trail. In the net. Wow. I assumed it was going to be close, but this is turning out more like a blowout. And this fish absolutely gobbled it. Okay, y'all, that guy took a little longer to get off the hook than I would have liked. So I just let him go. But that looks like the old Panther Martin has been dethroned. Because that was, what, 5 fish? And the biggest of the day. So the Panther Martin has fallen to the old Ozark Trail 96-cent inline spinner. I'm gonna make my way a little bit closer to this opposite bank, trying not to fall in this deeper water. And we are only 10 minutes in. And, oh, had a bite. Close. I can say the attraction factor of this 96-cent Ozark Trail is much greater than that of the Panther Martin. I think we got the biggest fish of the day hooked up right now. Oh yeah, another nice size rock bass. Look at the colors on that guy. Beautiful, beautiful colors on that fish. Very unique patterning. What is that, fish number 6 now for the old Ozark Trail? Let's let this guy go and try to get number 7. The fact that I'm saying that only 14 minutes in is crazy. There we go. Immediately. This feels like a good fish. Oh yeah, this is a good fish. This is a really good fish. Oh yeah. I only have 4-pound test on this thing. Let me loosen my drag here a little bit. Oh yeah, looks like a smallie. Really good fish. Oh yeah. Good smallmouth. Oh, please don't get off. Nah, stay out of that current. Stay out of the current. Stay out of the current. No, 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 no. Come on. Oh, there we go. In the net. Big, by far biggest fish of the day. That is a solid smallmouth bass. Wow. That is by far the biggest fish I've caught out of this waterway. That's probably a solid pound and a half smallmouth bass. It may not look very big because my camera's in 0.5 right now, but that is by far the biggest fish of the day and probably the biggest fish that I've ever caught in this waterway. So that is extra bonus points for the Ozark Trail spinner. See you later, buddy. Wow, what a fish. He was just sitting right underneath those leaves back there and just hammered it as soon as I cast it back there. Was that fish number 8 now for the Ozark Trail inline spinner? And we almost just had number 9. There we go, number 9. Another solid fish. Peeling some drag. Very nice fish. Looks like another rock bass. Get up here, boy. In the net. That is a chunk rock bass. Number 9 for the Ozark Trail, 96 cent. There we go, y'all. Fish number 9 for the Ozark Trail, 96 cent inline spinner. Off he goes. We are 17 minutes in. Wow. I may just have to pick up an entire bag of these things, because right now they are proving to be way better than the Panther Martin, and probably caught my PB smallmouth bass from this waterway. You cast up towards that bush and kind of let it sink a little bit and slow roll it. There we go, fish on. Shallow water, deep water, it doesn't matter for the old Ozark Trail inline spinner. Another little rock bass. Another nice little rock bass. What is that? Fish number 10 now, and we are only hitting the 20-minute mark. That is a fish every 2 minutes so far. Wow. And one being a very solid smallmouth bass. There we go. Didn't miss that one. Oh, yeah. What do we got? Another nice, tiny little rock bass. Number 11 for the Ozark Trail inline spinner. Come on, buddy. There we go. Number 11. See you later, buddy. Thank you. Cast down a little bit and bring it back towards me. Well, that worked. Fish number 12. Looks like a red breast. Let's dump them just right in. Actually, that might be just a normal bluegill or a green sunfish. There's no spot on the back of the caudal fin though. Let me know down in the comments what you all think that fish is. I'm saying either bluegill or some kind of bluegill redbreast hybrid. These persiforms do hybridize rather well. When I say persiforms, I mean like bluegill, sunfish, redbreast, pumpkin seed even. They're all hybrids of some combination of each other. We have about 6 minutes left of fishing with this thing. I'm gonna let it sink a little bit. Water seems to be moving rather swiftly down yonder. Let's try to pick something off back there. Had another bite. Seems like they're just nibbling on the dressing there. Not actually hitting it. There we go. It's like we got another one of those little hybrid things that may be pregnant. That is a fat fish. Jeez. I'm not sure if this guy's just eating really well or she's pregnant, which either way is good for the waterway. There we go. Fish number, 13, I think, for the old Ozark Trail inline spinner. And we have about 4 minutes of fishing left with this thing. Ooh, thought I had one. Thought I saw it disappear. Let's cast towards deeper side. There we go, fish on. Another rock bass. Very solid rock bass. Nothing to write home about, but fish number, what, 14 now for the Mepps inline spinner? Or not Mepps, Ozark Trail. 27 minutes left with this absolute weapon. Something just jumped down there. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a fish on this cast or maybe the next one. Gonna try to keep it underneath this tree here. Very surgical with this 5-foot rod. Come on, something's nibbling at it. Two fish nibbling at it. Two very tiny sunfish. Back by that log maybe, that felled tree. Let it sink a little bit. I'll just burn it back towards me. Try to get something to hit. I have about a minute left now. See if I can't pick up one more fish. Buzzer beater for the Ozark Trail. Putting on a Tom Brady type show today. Probably get 2 more decent casts in. Probably last cast here for the Ozark Trail 96-cent inline spinner. That put the Panther Martin to shame, to say the least. We have 5 seconds left. True last cast right here. And what do you know? What do you know? A fish on the true last cast of the video. Ooh, this one's a fighter. Beautiful blue and green coloration on this red breast sunfish. If you're gonna, please sit still. Absolutely gorgeous final fish. Look at the greens and blues of that fish. How absolutely stunning. Well, thanks for biting, buddy. And hopefully I can catch you some time later. Okay, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it. We caught approximately about like 20 fish today in an hour, which is crazy numbers if you're any kind of fisherman. But that Panther Martin, I believe it got 4 fish. I missed one, but that was my fault. But boy, this 96-cent Ozark Trail inline spinner put in some work today. I believe we got 14 or 15 fish in half an hour using this thing. And needless to say, you don't need to spend a lot of money to catch a lot of fish. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Leave down below in the comments what 2 inline spinners I should put head to head next, and thanks for watching.